Hey, this is Tyler with Leads by Lordi. I wanted to make this video for you and just give you guys a couple tips that you can start implementing right away to outrank your competition online and bring in more jobs for your business. So I have your Facebook page pulled up here, and I learned a little bit about your business as I was scrolling through, and it looks like you guys offer a ton of different services. But I wanted to show you a couple keywords that people are typing into Google all the time, to find businesses like yours and to find services that you offer. And we're not going to go too deep, right? I'm going to show you, an example and again a couple tips that you can implement, to focus in on those keywords. But I'm going to come over to here to Google and I'm going to type in South Bend Roofing, right? So obviously an area you guys probably service and a service that you offer. So this is typed into Google a lot, and I'll show you exactly that in a little bit here. But we usually have an ad section when we type in a keyword like that. We have the map pack section here, which is the local businesses that come up where you can see their reviews, website directions, things like that. And we'll get into the map pack here in a little bit as well. And then we have the organic section. This is where a lot of people go to get right to the businesses, right? This is where you find Angie's List, Better Business Bureau, and then a couple other businesses. So we want to focus on the top result here because they're the ones that are going to be getting the most website clicks for being that number one result, right? Because let's be honest, nobody comes down here and hits the second, third, fourth page, etc. So let's click on southbendroofing.com and let's kind of figure out what they have going on, what's working for them, and then how you can implement the same. Now, obviously, you would want to create a website just like this to really showcase all the work that you guys do. It allows for people to go to, your site and, get a quote, get your information, find out all those services that you do, and then go from there. Now, it looks like these guys have call now buttons, get a free quote, and they really focus on the roofing, siding, windows, etc., gutters. But this is a nicely laid out website. Let's see, it looks like they got more buttons down here. They've got a little bit of content, and really when it comes to Google, they love content. They want to see anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 words on the home page of a website. And then if you have individual service pages, which for you guys I would definitely recommend because you have so many different services, which means that's a lot of different opportunity to show up for different keywords. I would definitely create those service pages with about 500 to 1,000 words. Now, it doesn't look like they even have service pages. It really just looks like a one-page website. So you can definitely beat these guys out in regards to roofing, at least, or siding, or windows, or all of them, with, that 1,000 to 2,000 words of content that I talked about. You could even, outrank them with one of your service pages focused on roofing. But let's go into, a report that I pulled up of their site, and it's going to show some more detail. So I have their overall rank. It shows the backlink information, which we'll get into, and then the keywords that I had mentioned. So if we click those, we can see South Bend Roofing is searched 100 times a month. Okay, and then out of those 100 times, these guys are getting 31 searches to their website. So this is definitely a great keyword that you would want to focus on within your content of your site. And then we have here roofing companies, South Bend, Indiana, roofing contractors, South Bend, Indiana. Both search 30 times a month, and they're even bringing in a couple searches for those words as well. We have South Bend Roofing once again, South Bend Roofing Companies, roofing South Bend, Indiana. So, a lot of different variations of the word, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity here, especially for roofing. All right, and you can see the position that they're in, and this is, the traffic that they're getting from those searches. And you can tell as we get down, the traffic gets lower and lower. So you can tell why, it's important to be in that top result, or at least the top page of Google, which is position 1 through 10. Now, really focusing on the content and creating that website is really step one. That's the first thing. And then 2 would be to build backlinks to it. All right, and a backlink is really just a vote of confidence. It's a link from one site pointing back to another, and it passes power and trust to your site. Basically, it's a big popularity contest with Google. The more power and trust you have, the more backlinks you have, the higher up you're going to rank. All right, so these guys have 26 sites pointing back to their site, and it's giving them 97 backlinks. So basically, just like we did with these keywords, we went in, found out which ones were working, and we would basically beat their content, around those keywords. Same thing with the backlinks. We'll figure out which backlinks are working for them, kind of duplicate that process, and then beat them out with higher quality backlinks. So backlinks is the second thing. And then the third thing really are citations. And a citation is just your name, address, and phone number. And we list those in business directories online, such as Yellow Pages. And what it does is it gets your name out there, right? The more you're out there, the more people are going to be able to find you. And those citations have everything to do with a Google My Business listing, right? So that's what this is in the map pack that I had talked about earlier. So not only do you want to create a website to rank on that first page of Google, you want a Google My Business listing to rank in the map pack section. So it's another way for people to find you. Now imagine if you were in the organic section down here and the map pack for a term such as roofing South Bend, or even here, remodeling South Bend, Indiana, right? Whatever that service is and that location that you're offering that service, right? You'd want to show up, especially in the organic section. Now the map pack's more so for your local area, but you can definitely create additional listings to show up in different locations. But first and foremost, really, when it comes to this Google My Business listing, you want to make sure to optimize it. You want to make sure to put in Google reviews from your customers, all your information, your hours, address, phone number, tons of pictures, right? Especially in the construction industry, people love to see the before and after pictures, things like that. And then you want a great description, right? I know how much I talked about content earlier. You don't want to miss out on adding in as much content here as you can. And Google lets you use 750 characters, so you can put keywords in here. And once again, like I said, anytime someone types in a keyword, you can show up then in the map pack section and in the organic section. And adding in those citations, your name, address, phone number, to boost this Google My Business listing is definitely going to get you in these top 3 spots. All right. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach back out. Here's my business website, leadsbylordeye.com. My phone number is in the top right corner here. I look forward to talking to you soon.